Okay, kids. New Yeat. New Yeat. ADL, which I believe stands for Dangerous Life, although I did see some reference to a Dangerous Love. And they're saying it's a deluxe album, but it's not labeled as a deluxe, but it's 21 songs, but it's only an hour. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. You kids and your goddamn crazy music. Yeat. I'm excited. So on Twitter this morning, if you don't follow me on Twitter, don't bother. Don't go to Twitter. Don't waste your time on fucking Twitter. I never post on Twitter anymore. I really try not to go on Twitter anymore. But I posted this morning my listening stats, the top 15 most listened artists from Last FM for the first 90 days this year. And Yeat was number 11, I think. Yeat was up in there. He's in there. And it's funny with Yeat because every time I look at listening stats, which every now and then I do sometimes, not too often, but every now and then I just pull them up because I'm curious. It's fun to track and then check every month or something like that. And I think to myself, I like Yeat, but I don't really listen to Yeat. Turns out I do. I do listen to Yeat. I just don't realize it because he's in there. He's in there. And so I was like, oh, interesting. I'm going to post this now, even though it's it's 90 days ish, right? Who cares? A couple days difference. But I was like, I need to post these stats up now because after today, it's gonna shift. He's gonna definitely be inside top 10. Last night, speaking of Twitter, it was like 9:13 at night, and I was I was closing up my laptop. I was gonna go to bed, and I was like, oh, let's just take a peek. Right? What are people saying? And people were fucking dogging on this thing. Mid ass, shitty beats, this ain't it, bro. Go back to making up to me. And I was like, of course, you've had 13 minutes to really sink in and think about the album and really dissect it. Whatever. With this album, I have some expectations and I have a hope. Just one hope. Just one of the hopes. Expectations, I'm expecting good quality production sound. The quality of sound. Now, with the rage scene right now, there are some artists who they really lean into that blown out speaker sound, that style. I'm cool with that in little bits, 45 seconds at a time or so. You get a song that's 3.5 minutes long of just a blown out speaker. I don't find that particularly interesting. I exist more in the other lane. Usually we're Benny X, and these guys kind of end up where it's very well crafted. It's good quality sound. I can hear the different things. To me, that's just more interesting. That's just my preference. Not saying the blown out speaker sound is bad or anything. I just not really into it. Expecting good vocals. I think that's what I appreciate about Yeat the most. Is just I feel like maybe he's not there lyrically in terms of just what he's rapping about, but vocal presence is great. He's always sounded great. I feel like his newer stuff, he sounds even better. I liked on The Dangerous Summer, he's getting almost a little bit of Yeat singing in there. We call that shit growing pains. We call that shit growing pains. Yeah, cool. I did see a couple little things. He had some interview recently and, he's experimenting more. Okay, cool. So the hope, because I really enjoyed 2093, I'm hoping there's something lyrically to follow in this album. Just anything. We don't have to yeet a butterfly, we don't have to have anything complex, but just something to follow. Because for me, that's what made 2093 interesting, and I listened to it again and again and again, trying to decipher all these different, personas, these entities. Who are these different people that keep saying you and this and I and no? And it turns out it's all the voices in his head as he's trying to achieve 2093, which is essentially sobriety. And so there's this concept in the album that to me made the album more interesting. Already a cool album, but it just made it more interesting. So I'm hoping this does the same thing. What was that one, Lifestyle or whatever? There was one of the recent albums I just wasn't into because lyrically it was just copy paste the lyrics. Yeah, Lifestyle. Really just kind of skipped over that one. I did a reaction to it, but I wasn't into it. So there you go. So let's drop in 21 songs in an hour 2. So kind of like that. At first when I saw 21 songs, I was like, oh, God damn it. 85 minutes of Yeat. And it's funny because even though I enjoy Yeat, man, I can only listen to Well, actually, I was gonna say, to this for so long. That's kind of true of everything for me, really. It's kind of rare when I go on a long run of listening to the same thing for more than like 2 hours, 3 hours. That's pretty uncommon. Pretty uncommon. Now that I think about it, I switch things up a lot. An album from this genre, this playlist, that playlist. Anyway, let's drop it. First track's called Purpose General. We got Benny X. We got Septure. I don't know how you pronounce Septure. Whatever. And then Gio Lacerna are producing. The cover is kind of interesting. Yeat's sitting there with his shirt off. I'm assuming that's a real tattoo. Getting himself some new ink for the album. It also looks like Yeat is in the coffin. It also looks like Yeat is getting married, but like they're transparent, translucent, like they're ghosts. So it's like, he's there in the audience. I don't. It's already. I'm kind of hopeful. I'm hopeful. There's something here, a story here, something, just some sort of concept. Please. I feel like trap in general has this huge vacancy when it comes to anything interesting to talk about in the album, rather than fucking basically just party scene. That's all it is. Let's drop it. Track 1, Purpose General, new album, Yeat.
This is where opportunity meets change, where purpose meets a plan. This is a new life.
The bell.
A new possibility, a new day.
Opportunity meets chance, purpose meets a plan, new life, new possibility, new day. Huh.
I give you purpose. I give you purpose. I give you purpose. Do it with purpose. Do it with purpose.
Okay.
Ooh.
Different. A little different. Ooh.
Back in the city again. You in the glass box.
Oh, whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
You hate what you make. Even you put your side of the problem, bitch, I ain't never gonna say that. Yeah, with move like the mafia, dinner tables, conversations about it.
Whoa.
We gotta see now the shit that you doing.
Whoa.
We gotta say nothing about it. We gotta say nothing about it. We gotta say nothing about it.
Interesting. Very different.
Bitch, with every store, little bitch, you call her ass department. You wanna know why I made this man, little bitch, got worked the hardest. Yeah, all your money on paper, then little bitch, we call you parchment.
His voice is so different.
Not a game, little bitch, lethargic.
His vocal style is different. Very different.
Yeah, fuck that bundles, fuck that money, we go retarded. I'll show you purpose is how we started. Oh, back in the city again. You in a glass box.
I like this one. I like this section right here. This chorus section.
You because it's me you breathing in. You hate what you make. Even you put your side of the problem, bitch, I ain't never gonna say that.
It does. Okay, cool. So the first thing I notice is his vocals sound different, but also his flow is different. It's almost like a singing instead of a rap. Well, he's not singing, but he's not like punching on his flow. It's a little bit more of a roll through, a little bit more of like his style has changed. Interesting. All right, let's go through some lyrics. I'm really kind of caught off guard. When I was talking about the people whining on Twitter, right? Like I can see why people are whining. Oh my God, it's different. I just want the same thing all the time. It is different. The chorus, there's a quality of the chorus on the production side. It makes me think of, what was that Kanye song I obsessed over? off of Yeezus, where Mike Dean comes in really heavy with the guitar at the end. I even did like a separate video for it about being drunk. Bitch, I'm back out my coma. I can't remember the name of the song. It's been that long since I've listened to it. It's been that long since I've listened to Kanye. But the chorus had an audio quality that was very similar to that song. I keep wanting to say, bitch, don't kill my vibe, but that's obviously not Kanye. Anyway, let's go through the lyrics. I'm curious to see. I'm looking for breadcrumbs. I'm not expecting some obvious detailed story. I'm hoping for just anything. So we got this thing about opportunity meets chance, purpose meets a plan, new life, new possibility, new day. I give you purpose. Okay. Back in the city, you're in a glass box. I want to see you again. We can all see in. It's me, you breathing in. You hate what you're making. If you put your side to the pride. I never gonna say that. Yeah, we moved like the mafia dinner to save this conversation about that. We already seen all the shit that he's doing. We ain't gonna say nothing about it. I'm free, baby. I'm free. Free, baby. I'm free. Okay, I feel like that's a breadcrumb. Some breadcrumbs. Free. I'm free. You know, new possibility, new plan, all that kind of shit. You know, I make too much money to sleep. I'm drowning in success. Got a bad little bitch. Look fine in that dress. Cut the roof off the Maybach. What's next? I do believe this hurts the resale value when you actually literally cut the roof off of the car. Maybe you're not too concerned about that because you make too much money. Just keep that in mind. Anybody else who has their Maybach and they're considering cutting the roof off. Resale value. Remember that, guys. Pay the lease. Pick your up on leash. We don't do police. Okay. Pull up in a park. You like to talk online, but when you're person, like you started. With the game I done departed, you're in every store, little bitch, you call ass the department. You want to know why I made this money? I worked the hardest. All your money is paper thin. Why you moving slow? Not a game. You're lethargic. Make the music. I make the music that I want. Give a fuck about charting. Fuck that, bundles. So here's what I'm gonna look at for breadcrumbs. Make the music that I want. I'm free, you know, new day, opportunity meets chance, all that kind of stuff. First song really is kind of surprising. Catches me off guard. Very different, which is cool. Well, let's keep going. We got 20 more to get through. So here's track 2 called Fates of Flame. We got Young Boy Never Broke Again and Grimes on here. Dulio, Lucid, Flames, Made by Drill, Vagaros, Benny X. Lots of producers here. So here's track 2, Face of Flame. Let's continue on and see how this goes. My curiosity is captured though. Very interested to see where this goes. I'm a mask wearing a face. Oh. Oh, interesting.
Eat up Bob Marley. Eat up Bob Marley. I came from a body. Shit bouncing like hydraulics.
Shit bouncing like hydraulics.
But then I need her tights. Fuck her friend, and then I need her I'm busting it out in a different place on her. I'm covered in like a fucking face on her.
I just listened to a lot. I'm listening to the production's got like this, like almost like digital waterfall going on. Like that's the only thing I can describe. But I'm really listening to his vocals, and his vocals almost sound raw in a sense. Like there's less on the vocals in terms of any kind of effect. Not to say that he's always used effect in the past, but in the past his vocals, to my ear, have always kind of just had some sort of something on it and not like a raw voice. So I feel like I'm hearing more of his raw voice. So I'm just like trying to listen to too much essentially at the same time. Not that there is too much, but I'm hearing all of this like digital rainfall, waterfall style sound to me and his vocals. Oh, wow.
new things. Bad little bitch, you
Brand new body.
Okay, talk a little bad bit body, we do things.
All these bitches want skin, they tryna make 5 and tie that nut. Nigga, my teeth sleep. Walking on stage with a Glock.
Young boy sounds good. Young boy sounds good.
I was swerving and right on the corner. They couldn't understand how I've been number one. Majority of me, part of me, I'm switching diamonds out just for the fun. I'm tryna hold on. I'm on my mind, motor and back, not front.
Young boy sounds good.
No, I'm geeked up and I'm ready to cut my gang. He ain't no let me take.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seven keep coming from under me. Half a million inside of Chanel. That nigga want me and her ring and I bought it pink. I'm some motherfucking geek, they can't help me. Told me take her to Yeat, I say no. On that matter, don't sleep, I be going.
I like this one. I like Face of Flame. That one little boom that comes in there. Does it roll into the next one? No. Okay. Something I'm paying attention to is I'm keeping in the back of my mind is different personas. That was 2093 big time, was these different personas. The psycho CEO, and then the other guy that's trying to reach 2093, and then, you know, I love it when you rave with me. I love it when you rage with me. I love. Good song. That's a good song too. All these different personas. And again, I feel like I'm reaching. I'm probably trying to find something that isn't there. I'm only 2 songs in, but that's the approach I'm taking right now, is trying to just keep in mind personas, because he's done that before. So you've got this song, New Body. Where the fuck? Shit. Brand new body. Brand new body need brand new things. This might be, I don't know. It might be another breadcrumb. Because remember the cover, too. You got a Yeat in the coffin. You've got a Yeat ghost-like form that's getting married. And then you've got this other Yeat, who I'm assuming is the current Yeat, watching that. So, just interesting to me. I feel like it means something. Possibly. There's a chance. There's a chance it means something. Brand new body. All my diamonds, they bust on my body like 2 times. Got the Rolls Royce whip on this bitch, and I will pull up. All of my bitches get to pull up and suck on my dick when I tell them to. Remember, Yeat, not when you tell them to, when you ask them to. Remember, there's a difference. I just fucking around. Brand new body need brand new things. Okay. Interesting song in terms of the style. Chilled out on the tempo. Tempo's slower. Not crazy. And the production, I like the production. And in Yeat's voice was a little like kind of raw too. And I don't know. Let's keep going. I'm enjoying this so far. Only 2 in. Obviously, we've got a lot left. Elton John. I'm assuming this is a feature. Or not like a feature, but like a sample. Producer's Lucid from the UK. Let's jump into 3. This is called Lose Control.
You're a butterfly, and butterflies are free to fly away, high away.
I don't know this song. I don't really listen to much Elton John. I know Tiny Dancer and the Rocket Man. That's it.
Oh, you know it.
Wow.
So, baby, let's go. You know that you got it, girl. Don't you come on, let's go. Flashing lights in my face, camera lights at night. You can step away, still gon' concern you. Still, we was outside popping pills.
Whoa.
Making money, getting
Totally
real.
different.
Yeah.
Totally.
I put my new bitch last week, yeah. Got a new one, depending how I feel. Yeah, I'ma smoke it up and then I disappear. Every time I come back, I'ma lose control. Still, we was outside popping pills. Yeah, making money, getting real. Yeah, I done put my new bitch last week, yeah. Got
This
a
is
new
wild.
one, depending how I feel. Yeah, I'ma smoke.
I don't know what to think about this one. It's so different. And so, like, something, I feel like it takes a while to kind of get to a place where you can do this. I feel like maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it just took me a long time. But I see other people. I'm assuming they're real people. It's hard to know these days. So much fucking bot activity online. But like, oh, it's not what I expected, so I don't like it. Oh, it's different from what I wanted it to be, so I don't like it. Like, no. Take your expectations and just put them over there, okay? Yes, you can be disappointed, or yes, you can be like, this isn't what I wanted. Okay. But try to approach it from, what is this? It's new. I haven't heard it before. Yeah, it's not meeting these, predetermined expectations I had in my head. But different does not mean bad. And I feel like there's too many people out there, too often, too quickly, just go, oh, no, it's different from what I want, so therefore it's trash. This is fucking different. So I don't know what to think. I really don't know what to think. And this first listen, I think, is going to be tough because, I'm looking for a story. If it's there, I don't know if it's there or not. And really, the first listen, in my opinion, if you listen to an album one time, you've not listened to it. And I know that sounds dumb. But like, listening to an album one time and then never going back to it again, you may as well have just never listened to it at all. You got to listen to something 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6, sometimes 8. You got to soak with stuff. So this is just different. I'm letting it be, whatever it is. I basically what I'm verbalizing here is just the concept of, I have no opinion. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't know how I feel about it at all because it's so different. I'm so caught off guard. I don't really know what to think. And that's okay. You don't have to have a fucking opinion right now. I feel like the internet has ruined our brains. We always just have to have an opinion about everything all the time, immediately. What do you think? Oh, I got to get on it. No, you don't have to have a fucking opinion. Let something exist for a while. And then when you feel something that's actually substantial, that actually means something to you, then have an opinion. It's okay to do that. You can wait. Wow, dude. Wow. Different. I know it all. I know what I want. Ooh, nice drop. Nice drop into Griddle. Nice drop into Griddle. Okay, what jumps out to me? First listen, lyric, so I'm still looking for, maybe there's a story, right? And this Elton John sample, Sweet Freedom whispered in my ear, you're a butterfly, and butterflies are free to fly. Track 1, he's talking about, I'm free, baby, I'm free. You know it, baby, let's go. You know that you got it. Let's go. Flashing lights on my face, camera lights. Can't step away. You can step away, or you can step away, still gonna concern you. Who was outside popping pills, making money, getting real. Done fuck my new bitch last week. Got to know depending on how I feel. Smoke it up, I disappear. Got money on my mind, got ideas. And the bitch gonna pull up, yeah. They always see us with the club. They always see us outside in the sundress. Let me fuck. Was in the whip, driving down the coast. I just passed the wheel to God, told God, yeah, I'm going to lose control. Every time I come back, I'm going to lose control. This makes me think of 2093. There were some lines in 23, I've been to 2093 back, or 2093, and I come back every time. So if, and I'm assuming this is accurate, but if the concept of 2093 was sobriety, I feel like, well, I don't know how I feel. There's two different things here, because that persona in that album was like the rager kind of a guy, but this one seems to be related more to a person, and you got this husband and wife in their wedding getup on the cover. So I don't know what to make of it. I know it all. I know what I want. I want it. Every time I come back, I'm gonna lose control. Just pass the wheel to God, I'm going to lose control. Yeah, I don't know. Because on initial listen, I was thinking it's kind of about a girl. But maybe now I don't think so at all as I kind of glance through the lyrics again, second time. It feels like the party Yeat, the psycho, well, not necessarily the psycho CEO. And see, that's another thing that to me was very interesting about 2093. Because I think at one point towards the end he said, I realized there was 9 of you. So you've got like the psycho CEO and you've got the rager and you've got, you know, the 2093 guy. And there's just all these different voices, different personas, and they're all arguing with each other. I wonder if this is one of those personas. I feel like this is kind of like the party rage. I love it when you rage with me. I don't know. Crazy sound. I can see why. I can see why the people who only want to listen to the same music over and over again are fucking pissed off about this album. Great drop into track 4, which was Griddle. We got Yeat and Don Tolliver here. Matthias Young, Benny Henney, 07 Sure, Benny X, and 206 Derek, recognize that name, are producing. Here's track 4. We're going to drop right back into Griddle. Good transition from 3 to 4. But pretty sinister sound. Actually, let's do that transition again. We'll go to the end of Lose Control. I love that hit. That is a great hit. And see, the voice is different too. That was another thing in 2093. There were different voices for personas. God, this song is good.
Bad bitch in the city gon' eat on my balls like they fruits. I'm in the club, man, throw a dub in the section, this bitch off the juice. I'm about to get in my mind, little bitch, I'ma throw me a line of that tooth. Money wasn't taller, my money
I like this one.
money got fatter, money got little. They trying to understand what I'm saying, little bitch, I'ma
Money
search.
got
That little
Lizzo.
shit was random. Curtis it up from the bottom to the top, I'm hush it up to the up in the griddle. I'ma serve you like a sandwich, little bitch, I'ma serve you, little bitch, I'ma call you McGriddle. Stuck in the middle, no Mac on the bitch, I'ma play with it, bitch, I'ma play her like fiddle. All of my diamond sparkle,
I
crazy, little bitch,
fucking
they like what
love
you hit 'em, I
the
hit 'em.
sound of this one. This one's fucking fantastic.
She moving. I'm not picking up bitch. Let her do it. I make something with the case. Well, yeah,
Griddle,
student.
fucking amazing.
Bitch, don't get hit with the book. Just make it high. Just tune it up. Then let it drop. I'm booted up. By 10 o'clock.
God, dude, the sound of Griddle is fantastic.
She moving. I'm not picking up bitch.
God, dude, I love it. I like this one a lot. I like Griddle a lot. So fun to listen to. And just good, clean sound. Fucking cool sound. Great production on Griddle. Geek Freak Show. Okay. So, asterisks, maybe. Okay, big asterisks at the beginning with maybe. But track 3, at the end of track 3, I'm gonna lose control. Every time I come back, I've been to 2093 and back, and I come back every time. I feel like then we go into 4, which is Griddle, and you've just got that great fucking, I don't even know how to describe it, that great sound. But definitely party at night, in the club, that kind of, like very fucking like cyberpunk type shit, right? Great fucking sound. So 4 tracks in, I think maybe we got some persona action happening here in this album. I really hope so. It seems like it. To me, there are little hints that are there that make me think, okay, I'm not searching for nothing. I could still be searching for nothing. I could be wrong. But yeah, I'm hopeful. Because this is the fucking in the club rage persona. Money went taller. Tummy got fatter. My money got Lizzo. Ah, shit, man. Put shit from the bottom. I'm gonna cut this out. Tell her hop on the griddle. I'm gonna serve you like a savage. Play like a fiddle. Yeah, I mean lyrically, not a whole lot to like tear into, but like I said earlier, just looking for little breadcrumbs. I'm in love with her bitch. She's a freak. Chop the roof. Bad bitch in the city gonna eat my balls like they're fruit. In the club in Miami. Throw a dub in a section. This bitch off the juice. Might have geeked out my mind. I'm gonna storm me a line of that toos. Okay, let's go to 5. Different sound. It's called What I Want. Yeat and Benny X. Benny X is producing. This is 5. What I Want. Now, the name of the song, What I Want, is kind of important because he added fucking track 3, Lose Control. I know what I want. I want it. I want it. I want it. I know what I want. There's little hints here. There's actually little hints here. So let's jump into 5. What I Want. Very different sound coming off of 4. Holy shit. 3 to 4 to 5 is all over the place on sound.
Benny X.
I got diamonds in my bowls, diamonds in my sauce. I can shoot it blindfolded, still come out on top. You just do the shit you supposed to, you is not a mob. I just do the fuck I want, when the fuck
I just do the fuck I want when the fuck I want.
When the fuck I want. I just do the fuck I want, when the fuck I want. I can change your whole life, make it good or bad. I just drop the fucking shit and drop it with the bells. Every time I
there's
drop
a bell.
I'm gonna double sales. Went from 13 to 32 to 70. This gon' hit 140 cause it's heavenly. And the next one go to 80 cause it's meant for me. You ain't even gotta tell how I could taste it. I ain't flexing on the gram, but you a private bitch. Fly private jets, you on fucking ships. Yeah, put it in a bowl and then I fucking mix. Drop 100 mixtapes, count fucking mix. Yeah.
I'll let it run through. There's some more hints. There's more lyrical hints in there.
Do a bed flop, 100 out flop. I just do the fuck I want, when the fuck I want.
This is almost, the voice is different, but I would almost put this as, here's the Psycho CEO. Maybe. Or it certainly has the attitude. The hubris of the Psycho CEO. Interesting, man. And it fades out. You know, sonically, so lyrically, I'm very intrigued. Sonically, it is kind of all over. Especially 3, 4, 5. Like 3 is like Face of Flame was cool. Young Boy sounds great. Then you get into 3 with this Elton John sample, and then Yeat's like singing. You're like, okay. Then you fucking drop into Griddle hard in a good way, which is great. And now you're here, and this is like an interesting sound to me for this song because lyrically, we'll get into lyrics here in a second. But the sound that's going with these lyrics, it's like this very removed feeling. And if I was going to place that as this removed feeling as an attribute for a persona, it's almost like the persona that's like way, way, way deep inside at the core. It's almost like how can I explain this? If you think of reality being the club and the party scene and, you know, that Yeat, that person that's moving through life and here's all the things. If you think of a club scene and the sound, this persona, this removed persona with it's kind of a quiet, muted sound, is way in the back room. Not in the main club, not nearby, but like way, way, way in the back. The manager's office type of a thing. Yeah, you can still hear some of the music. You can tell it's a Saturday night or whatever, right? But no. Back there, we're conducting business. We're counting our money. You know, that kind of a thing. Not worried about what the club is going on. Not worried about any of that. Now, why do I say that? Well, let's go through some of the lyrics. We got lyrics. We got something to talk about lyrically. Heard your album flop. Let's click on this real quick. Working on dying tag music production. Oh, so it's just talking about the tag. Okay, not the lyrics. I got diamonds in my bones. Diamonds in my socks. I can shoot a blindfold and still come up on top. You just do the shit you're supposed to do. You's not the mob. I just do what the fuck I want when the fuck I want. There was a persona on 2093, and I'm sorry I'm referencing 2093 all the time. I'm in no way trying to compare these two albums to the other, for the record. But what I'm trying to do is like give little footnotes, little annotations of what the fuck I'm talking about, so you guys don't think I'm just making this shit up. But there was one song, you know, I bought the earth, and I sold it too, and I forget which one that is. Anyway. But there's some lyrics on there, you know, with just lots and lots of money, right? Money. And that's the focus. That persona really cares about the money. I got millions, so I just do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. I got millions in here. Tell me what you want to. I could break it all down. I could change the font. I can change your whole life, make it good or bad. I just drop that fucking shit, drop it with the bells. Every time I drop an album, I get double cells, and then he goes 13. What's this annotation here? Let's just talk about units. Okay, great. I take it back. The shit not heavenly, it's alien. Only person to top my shit. That's me, and that's the other me. So here's another hint at different personas. Then I hit the mirrors. No slipping, then perky, please. So this is another persona. So here, in my opinion, there's a good chance that this me and the other me, then I hit the mirrors. This is 3 different personas again. I think. That's my assumption. Every time I take a step back, I know it's hurting me. So every time I take a step back, I know it's hurting me. I know it's hurting me. Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? Unless you're talking about personas. So every time I take a step back, whichever that I is, I know it's hurting me in the sense of this other persona is taking over, and maybe it's the fucking perks and the drugs and the no sleep and all that kind of shit, right? So like maybe physically, because one thing I've noticed about Yeat recently, he's looking healthy. He's looking pretty good. Like he's taking care of himself, you know? And, you know, I don't know anything about his, you know, his recreational life, right? I don't know if he actually has addiction issues or if he just every now and then he goes out and fucking parties like crazy and then he goes, oh shit, okay, let's hit the brakes a bit. You know, I don't know. Okay. But he's looking pretty healthy. And it looks like it's a kind of a healthy that it's more of a lifestyle change. It's a focus on being healthy. Because there's a couple years back, he was looking, yeah, not as healthy. Anyway, not like I'm fucking. Now I make it sound like I cyberstalk him on fucking Instagram and analyze his photos and all this shit, right? Anyway, so when I take a step back, I know it's hurting me. Anyway, okay, I could drop an album. Every time my demons call my phone, you know it's luring me. So vices, temptation, probably the party scene. I'll call you trash, call you ass, you with the burgers. I don't know what the fuck that even means. You ain't even got to tell. I can tell you snitch. How you flex on the gram, but you private bitch. I like that line right there. Anyway, so I think here's another persona. So far in this album, Jesus, there's a lot kind of going on. And it's almost hectic in a way, which kind of makes sense because this is a guy who has done this before, this in the head, all these different like voices, entities, whatever, personas, whatever to call them. It's like they fight for each other. Fight for space, fight for, you know, time behind the wheel or whatever, however you want to phrase it. So this album's a little hectic, but it's in a way it needs to be, I guess, if he wants to represent what's going on. The problem is are people going to pay attention enough to fucking get it? Or am I like conjuring shit that doesn't exist? I don't feel like I am, but anyway, who knows? So let's go to 6. It's called Live Like Dis. Sony Digital, honorable C notes on here. Okay, cool. Lucid and Sapphire. I guess that's how you say his name. Let's drop into 6. See how this one sounds. Live Like Dis. Oh. I love that.
What's up with your bang? Why this money got you acting this way? What's up with your bang? You come over fancy today. How do you live like this? I said, how do you live like that? She said, Tonka, you live with the birds. She said, Tonka, you live with the birds. I said,
Rolls Royce tank.
So much money with so much paper, no way we'll make mistakes. I was the first ones covered with turbans. Bitch, let me bust on your face. Bitch, you the only one over here lurking. Bad bitch, only on bad bitch hard. 100 bands that be listed as nuts, I'm bored.
I'm a bad bitch.
You without lies, bitch. Who you feel? If you threw you under the bus, way back when.
This is fun. I like this one.
Make it hard for me to go up with your own fuck with your. What's up with your back? Why this money got you acting this way?
What is with the birds? Let me click on this. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Birds means his friends or crew showing he rolls with his own squad. Tonka, you live with the birds. But she's with the birds. She's with the birds. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let's keep going. I don't want to. We'll get into lyrics here at the end.
What's up with your baby? You come up with this to say. She said, how do you live like this? She said, how do you live like that? She said, Tonka, you live with the birds. She said, Tonka, you live with the birds. I said, rotate. Got hands on rotate. I found love every day.
The Rolls Royce tank. It switches. And this has got to fucking transfer into the next one, right? Or transition, I mean. Transfer. Cool. I like Live Like This. I like this quite a bit. Is it going to drop into 7, which is taller? No. No. Okay. 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 I'm just gonna basically just gonna shout out things that are going through my mind, right? And this is sometimes this, like, I love doing this. I think you guys can tell, right? I've been doing this for almost 5 years. I love when I get to do this, like hear it for the first time and try and figure this shit out. The only thing that makes me hesitate sometimes is I feel like people forget this is literally my first time hearing it. And so, like, there are other reaction channels and stuff, especially when you get into like things that are very cultural albums, you know, cultural references and stuff like that, that I just don't get, that other people pick up like that, right? Like, I remember when Heart Part 5 came out, Kendrick, and I was listening to it, I was doing my reaction, and I was like thinking Kendrick, I didn't know who Nipsey Hussle was. But then if you watch Lost in Vegas and you watch them break it down, they clearly know what's going on. And so basically what I'm trying to say is I don't want it to come off or for people to think that I'm some sort of expert. I know what's going on, and I figure no. I am guessing. Okay, so please keep that in mind as you listen to this, as you watch my poor bald brain try so hard. It tries so hard to be smart, trying to be smart. SMRT. First thing that strikes me with this song, kind of get a darker tone on the production. And the darker tone makes me think of the Rage guy, the Rage persona, okay? Now, this is all with maybes, okay? But here's the girl coming by. Why this money got you acting this way? And she's saying, how you live like this? Tonka, you live with the birds. So how do we kind of break this down? So, you know, we'll just get a very general sense, bit of an argument, right? Between him and whoever this girl is. Since it's kind of specifying, you know, she... I would say that it is not some of these. Where does he say? Bad bitch, yeah, bad bitch give me more. Well, it could be the same her. I don't know. But I kind of feel like when he's talking about bad bitches only, I'm a bad bitch whore. I feel like there's a distinction between this one person, this specific she, who's kind of giving him a hard time, like, how do you live like this? You're off with your friends all the time, versus these other, you know, bad bitches who are kind of like to the side, essentially. So there's a bit of a confrontation here about, and we're in this sound, we're in this style of this persona of like, maybe we're dealing with this Rage persona. And I mean, what is the response from the Rage persona? You know, basically, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. Let me bust it on your face. You're the only one over here lurking. What the fuck is you saying? You know, not owning up to any potential criticism here, which is fine. I don't have a side here. I don't care. But like, just trying to break down what's actually being told in this track. And then what's the response? I love it, ho. What's up with you? I need it, ho. What's up with you? I went 2 by 2. My boy got a Tonka. 2-cup suicide doors got a troop, bitch. Like, fuck no, I'm not apologizing for this. I'm not backing down. Like, this is the shit I love to do. I'm in my fucking party mode, my rage mode. She didn't give me awards. She liked toothpicks. I don't know that at all. I don't know. I don't even want to guess. Love the way she loved make more. She liked to bitch. Saw the way she dropped them doors. Got a bad bitch. Check it out. Want me more. I'm not average. 100 bands. This is not top 4. You said that you was all love, but you was all lies. This is another reason why I think this she said is a specific one person and not really part of this group of other bad bitches. She herself probably is a bad bitch, but she's probably the bad bitch, not the rest of the bad bitches, if that makes sense. Now all I'm doing is thinking about South Park and Butters and when he learns about bottom bitch. Oh, fuck, man. If you've never seen the South Park episode of Butters starting his kissing company, you have to watch that episode. Amazing. Do you know what I am saying? Way back when, I ain't have nobody to trust but you. Make it hard for me to go up with you. I don't fuck with you. She's with the birds. And so that response, she's with the birds. She's with, here you are accusing me. All I do is go out with my fucking friends and party all the time and bad bitches. And you're accusing me and fuck that. I like it. It's fun. By the way, you're out doing the same shit with your friends. And I used to trust you. And now I don't feel like I can. But then what's interesting, very interesting. And I'm kind of bummed, honestly, that the track didn't transition into the next one, into Taller. The beat switches. In this, how do you live like this? It almost feels like instead of somebody accusing, it almost feels like him reflecting. Like the fight is over, she's gone, he's by himself, and now it's like, fuck, how do I live like this? Why am I doing this? What's going on? It seems like that. Again, on first listen. So let me cover my analysis with all these asterisks and maybes and I don't know, and I'm just guessing. That's first listen. First listen. So let's keep going. This one's called Taller. It's track 7. This is fun. I'm having a great time. Producers are Cade, Kaj, Bass, and Benny X. I feel like somebody was just mashing the keyboard on the producer name list there for that one. Here's 7, Taller, dropping in. Okay. A very unexpected production beat here.
Let's say Tonka. Can you hear my money make it taller? She give head like a scholar.
She give head like a scholar.
Diplomatic offer. I'm the problem solver. 2 guns, not no revolver. Go swinging, yeah, I revolve 'em. That girl's a problem, I solve 'em. You been the secret with the birds. The sheep been making so ass, we call it turd. And I cover my face with the money, I back on the turb. I tell you the first and the second, but never the third. We don't got time for games, we don't play that shit.
Not really into this one. In terms of the beat, really not feeling the beat on this one. Yeah, this one on the beat is a miss for me. And also too, I feel like with the beat, I feel like Yeat is kind of like waiting for the beat also, and so this one just kind of feels like a stall, unfortunately.
You been the secret with the birds. The sheep been making so ass, we call it turd.
Was he doing like seagull squawks right there?
I tell you the first and the second, but never the third. To make my money taller than I'm cutting time.
I like this part. I like this
My
part.
money taller than
Is it transition? No. Huh. I wasn't into that one. I'm not really into Taller. It's not very interesting to listen to. That's what's hard, right? That's what's hard. Is making music and doing it in a way, I like that he's saying early on, I do what I want. I'm going to make what I want. I don't care about charting and all that shit. Great. Seems like he's kind of trying to tell a story here. which I'm very happy with because, God, as much as I enjoy the production side of trap, lyrically, it is so fucking boring to me. It's just the same shit over and over again. It's so boring to me. I was talking with a guy at work, and we were talking a little bit about it, and I was saying how the current like trap scene, it reminds me of the 80s hair metal bands where it's just every song is about parties and girls and every single fucking song. Anyway. But Taller, to me, in terms of the beat, I feel like the beat wasn't really that interesting. It never really does anything. And then it felt like Yeat on top of it was just kind of like, it felt like he was just kind of waiting for the beat, which to me amplified the feeling of the beat's not really doing much. So Taller, not much for me, not very interesting for me in terms of just like listening to it. But is there a bit of story? A little bit. So here's a key part of the story. She gives head like a scholar. Oh, it's just great. They say, Tonka, can you help my money, make it taller? She give head like a scholar. A diplomatic offer. I like the concept of someone giving head like a scholar being a diplomatic offer. Oh, I see you are skilled in the ways of diplomacy. I'm a problem solver. Let's see here. This girl's a problem solver. What's the seagull with the birds? I understand the birds. Here it takes more dismissive tone. By calling someone a seagull, Yeat reduces them to something noisy and insignificant. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. That does mean something. The shit you've been making so ass, we call it turd. I cover my face with my money. Tell you the first and second, but never the third. What's the third? Somebody just put it. I'm not even gonna put. Jesus, dude. We don't got no time for no games. I don't play that shit. Money got you jaded. When I'm fucking this bitch, she got foul language. I'm gonna call this bitch flagrant foul. Pretty good. Okay. Hi with the birds. Talk about how you left the earth. Tell her one thing that's for sure. All my jokes is pure. So, persona wise, we're kind of like with the psycho CEO, money guy. We're with the drug guy. Can you help? Make my money taller. And then the outro, I don't know if you guys could hear it because the audio, I don't know if this is even accurate, but I'm cutting ties. To make my money taller than y'all, I'm cutting ties. And I think that's important from a story standpoint. What a persona is doing specifically, cutting ties. Because here specifically it's saying to make my money taller, I'm cutting ties. But also cutting ties is a form of isolation. And just treating personas as different characters with different goals, which is, I know it's a bit much, but more to explain what I'm saying here is maybe the persona is using the guise of making more money to justify cutting the ties. But really, what if the persona wants to cut off the people who would be a threat to its own existence? So we're getting way out here, right? Get very derivative here, or not derivative. What's it like? Assumptional. That's not a word, but whatever. The idea of it's almost like self-sabotage. I want to just party all the time. I want to just have fucking money and be rich and be with these bad bitches. And so because of that, whether I'm aware of it or not, I'm going to make decisions that remove people that could potentially help me by keeping me from engaging in that shit. But really, I just want to isolate myself from them so I can really dive deep into my vices. Maybe. Always with the maybe. But in terms of a song, yeah, I'm not really into Taller. That one didn't land for me. So let's continue to 8, which is called My Way. Okay. It's featuring Julia Wolf, who I don't know who that is. Singer-songwriter hailing from Queens, New York. Okay. Producers are Lucid, Sapture, Prods by Mo, Lodani, and Benny X. Here is 8, My Way. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't realize it had already begun. Here's the beginning.
They pushed me into the well so they could drink
sync. It's just...
Money got me sideways. Life got me sideways.
I like the bass up there. I like the sound of this one. I'm in the middle of the mic like sandwich.
We do it my way. We don't do it at all. We do it my way. We don't do it at all. My way. Like I'm in sideways. Like I'm in sideways. Like I'm in sideways. Money got me sideways.
It's another breadcrumb. There's a story. There's a story in this album. There is a story. Yeah. Yeah. It does a little bit. Okay. So I like My Way quite a bit. There was a thing, I think it was on Twitter, whenever it was, but I think it was Yeat. I love how we bring up these things to mention, and then I can't even remember, like, was that real? Did I see that? Or did I imagine that? But I'm pretty sure it was Yeat. Or maybe it was like somebody quoting Yeat from an interview, but it's basically saying, this is my best album. That's what he was saying. I feel like I'm, well, I don't want to say I'm starting to agree in the sense of this is his best album, but I feel like I'm starting to see why he's saying that. So, a lot of breadcrumbs here. Song's called My Way, obviously. We've got these ad-libs here. My way, my way. These are important. Because we had this pre-chorus where his voice changes again. We do it my way or we don't do it at all. We do it my way or we don't do it at all. My way, Pat got me sideways, Pat got me sideways. Yeat... Okay. Here's the annotation for Pat got me sideways. Yeat's cigarette pack is hitting good. The fact he mentioned it 3 times may hint at the fact he is addicted to them. The track after he mentions he is a nicotine fiend. Okay. Yeat is playing on his well-known addiction to vaping and smoking, comparing him to being a nicotine fiend. Okay, sure. I was thinking Pat got me sideways, and I could be both. I was thinking like the group, the birds, the friends, my pack, my crew has got me sideways. Because I'm in this party scene. Anyway, initially, what he wanted to say was, we do it my way or we don't do it at all. This is the party side, the go crazy, money, bitches side. Because his voice changes. We do it my way or we don't do it at all. Now, when you think about that, money got me sideways, life got me sideways, time got me sideways. To me, this feels like some, like a little bit of internal conflict of, what do I want to do here? Like I'm kind of doing all this shit, but when I get into this party scene, I go a little crazy. But then listen to this. I went platinum bands, my way. I won't let you in, fuck what you said, my way. Every Sunday you call up with friends to tell me something, my way. You call up your friends to tell me something. What does that mean? I'm not answering the phone. You call me, I'm not answering. My way. So this is the very I don't want to necessarily say self-centered, but just selfish, fuck everybody else, I want what I want, that kind of a thing. Had me burn another page out of that book, which I would assume that's like our history, our past, what we've had together, and act like nothing happened. My way, right? I'm going to pretend like this isn't bothering me because this is the part of me that doesn't care about anybody else. I only care about me. I just saw myself on screen. We should make that the thumbnail. There we go. There's the thumbnail. If I can remember that. What song are we on? My way. Okay, yeah. So I'll have to remember. But that one part where I was talking for 45 minutes at the end of My Way is where the thumbnail is. It's going to be a great thumbnail. Great thumbnail. Let's go up to the top, though. Because it starts out with this like guitar strum and Julia Wolf. They pushed me into the well so they could drink, sink. They need to see to believe, so I sink. They pushed me into the well. Who are these people? I don't know. But I'm keeping to this concept of multiple personas, just like in 2093. And what if these psycho CEO, this rage, this bad bitch fiend, these personas are overpowering the other maybe fewer in number personas that are like, I just want to be healthy and I'm trying to get out of this party scene. I don't want to be fucked up all the time. They pushed me into the well so they can feed off of me, right? These personas, because Yeat is a big name, he's got money, he's famous, he can get all these things and just go fucking party as much as you want. And then it kind of comes out with this girl you, and then money got me sideways. It implies, girl, you've got me sideways. Like I kind of like this girl. No. Only bad bitches, only party, only money, all that kind of thing. Maybe, but it's in here. This is here. This is a real thing. I might be out my mind. I might be hallucinating, but I don't think I am. Bad bitch, you want me, they choose, baby. Gotta take your time. You gotta make up your mind. So there's a specific person that is being referenced in this album. But then what happens? We drop into the verse. Fuck it. Let's ride with the gun. Let's chase around. Let's walk with the bad bitch. I'm in the middle of money like a sandwich. Only girls I fuck with are 10s. These bitches gonna pull up and suck on that with their friend. So there's this other person. And probably the same person that said, how do you live like this? All you do is hang out with your friend. You're out with the birds all the time, whatever, right? But we're in the Maybach 2 times. Got you cruising. Got to drive them with gun. Babe, bitch, confuse it. Anyway, we don't need to pay for it. We confuse it. I'm back outside again. I call this girl. She called up her friend. We hit the club. We throw a couple bands. So much money. Don't make sense. It's in here. There are hints of things in here. I'm not crazy. I swear I'm not crazy. The only way I would be crazy is if here would be an indication that I were crazy. All right. Hypothetically, something that could possibly indicate I'm crazy is that if I was sitting here at my desk by myself talking to a camera for literally hours on end about an album, that might mean I'm crazy. But I'm not crazy. So let's keep going. This is called Let King Tonka Talk. Oh, that's hard to say. Let King Tonka Talk. King Tonka definitely sounds like one of the party side personas. This is track 9. We've got Dylan Brady. Oh, King Kylie is featured. I don't know who that is. Dylan Brady, Daniel Chechet, and Lucid are producing. Here's 9. Let King Tonka Talk.
Hold on. Let Keith talk. I just walked inside this club.
I just walked inside the club. I got 2 bitches. You grab it on me.
I just walked inside this club. I got 2 bitches down there grabbing on me. She be thinking that just cause we fuck this shit is matrimony. When she find out that I'm part of friends, she gon' be mad. She know I'm demon time all day. I don't ever have the time to fucking tell her. And she always give good head like she a fortune teller. Yeah. Makes a brand new sweater. And she won't come inside this world, I'm siding if I let her. And I be smacking on her ass when she leave the shredder. Fucking she be screaming every rail, she know every letter. Heard in the guy, little bitch, and look at me, I'm put together. Every time I pull up on these pussies, bitch, I change the weather. Brand new BBL, I thought this bitch was fucking Kylie Jenner. I could fuck you, yeah, right now in the middle of the street. I be geeking out my mom and bitch, it had me see. I only had the time, little bitch, you know it's me. Yeah, wanna wait time with that little bitch, wanna wait no time with that little bitch.
Oh, that bass is fucking great.
You got way too much of this money, bitch is fluid, got me sick. I flew this bitch out from Toronto, she said Sopranos when I hit. I was with me a bartender when she pull up, she gon' sip. I'm a nicotine fiend, she a hookah and I rip. We could let this shit go down right now, I shoot it from the hip. shit, I might be the richest shit, look kid. Lucky Tonka talk to, and I did.
Pull up, okay. God, that fucking bass hit is cool. It's very cool. The fucking switches on this album sometimes are just out of the blue. I like on the opening verse, he just kept going. I just walked inside the club, got two bitches down there, should be thinking that we fight this. I can't even mimic it, but he just kind of kept going. Just plowed through. Should be thinking that just because we fucked, this shit is matrimony. Let's click the annotation, shall we? Yeat speaks from the perspective of one of the girls he has fucked, claiming that by them having sex together, they are bound to marriage. However, Yeat is too busy with his life and precious time to even consider this proposal of marriage. Who writes this shit? Instead, as stated in the next line, he has already gone and fucked this girl's friend, proving how he doesn't care about any girl he fucks personally. Who writes that shit like that? Oh my God. What an excellent annotation. I feel so informed now. I'm on demon time all day. I don't ever have the time to fucking tell her. And she always gives good head like a fortune teller. And I missed this. I didn't even hear this part. And when I came all on her chest, it makes a brand new sweater. Okay. All right. We're really getting into the story now, aren't we, kids? Yeah, for sure. She want to come inside this world, deciding if I let her. I'd be smacking her on the ass when she leaves the Sprinter. I'm assuming that's like the Sprinter van. When we fucking, she'd be screaming every vowel. She'd know every letter. Jesus, dude. Oh, fuck. This girl can't get off of me. This money changed the world, got me overseas. Every time I touch this bitch, it's third degree. That's how I fuck her. Yeah, it's hard for us to be discreet. I could fuck you right now in the middle of the street. I'd be geeking out of my mind. But bitch, it helped me sleep. I don't really have the time. You know it's me. I don't want to waste time with that little bitch. I want to waste time. Now, there was a part. Where was it? It must have been at the end. Let King Tonka talk to you, and I did. I did. And I feel like this is just another nod at these different personas. Now, what's happening here, obviously there's a girl. They seem to have had sexual relations with each other. I'm not positive, but I feel like I'm getting that vibe that maybe there's like a physical aspect to this relationship. Maybe, right? Maybe. I don't really know how this one fits though, in terms of like the puzzle that exists, that I do think exists. I don't feel like this girl is the same girl from earlier in the album. I feel like it's somebody else that he's kind of obsessing over, and she's obsessing over him. But I feel like this is a different girl. I don't really have anything to prove that. That's just kind of my hunch, essentially. Let's keep going. I like the sound on that one. You know, this album and musically has been very kind of helter-skelter. Some good hits, some good sound, and then sometimes it's just like, what in the world is this? But I feel like these shifts in sound are also part of the story that he's trying to tell. So let's go to Dangerous House, which is going to be track 10, which is track 10. And we got Septure and Shlomo, I suppose is how you'll say that, producing. Dropping it to 10, Dangerous House. Interesting. Whoa. Oh, that little like stutter right there in the structure was cool. That.
keep it silent.
Whoa, dude. Whoa.
Back on the head, I'm sideways, I'm fucking that bitch. I put this bitch on the bed. I won't say sorry, cause I don't go back on the things that I said. I keep it solid, but sometimes I gotta leave it already. Cause that is better instead for all of us. Yeah, for all of us, yeah. It's a dangerous high, it's dangerous high.
I love his voice right here. I love this voice
Dangerous,
paired with this production.
dangerous high.
And that he's kind of singing. I like Dangerous House. This one gets the check. I love that little. Okay, let's pause. It's a four-minute song. Oh fuck, there's a part 2. Well, shit. Okay, well, let's just keep going. We'll just go all the way through and we'll talk about lyrics at the end. Shit. At least I didn't fuck up the transition. I have such a natural ability to do that. Ah. Oh, cool. Oh, fuck yeah. God damn. Yeah. Yeah. His fucking, like, stank face fucking sound, dude. Yeah. Oh, it's already over, too. Fuck. That was the fastest 4-minute song I've heard. There's some of these transitions and these fade outs and these drop ins, man. I don't know what to expect as we go from song to song. Okay. So, Dangerous House. Yeah, there's some shit here, too, man. There's some shit here, too. All I think about. She's all I think about. She's all I think about. She's all I think about. Everywhere. Put me out the game. Everywhere. Put me out the game. It's a shock. Who are you? How come it's so easy? It's a dangerous house here. Dangerous house. Did me in for violence. All I needed was silence. All she ever hears is sirens. I put my phone away. I keep it on silent. You know it's coming. You know when it's coming. So, I feel like, I don't know if this is true. I put my phone away. I keep it on silent. As in, I'm not going to pick up. You're calling. She's calling. I'm not going to pick up. I put my phone away. It's on silent. You can't get to me. This song feels like essentially a double down of I'm going to just be this party animal, basically. Bad bitches and parties and all that stuff. But it opens up with, she's all I think about. She's all I think about. Now, is this the girl from kind of the beginning of the album or from the previous track where there's like having sex all the time? I don't know. Back in her head, I'm sideways. I'm fucking this bitch. I fucked this bitch on the bed. I won't say sorry because I don't go back on the things that I said. I keep it solid, but sometimes I gotta leave you on red. So this right here makes me think who he is thinking of, this girl who I think about you all the time, is the girl from earlier in the album. And, you know, I'm fucking this bitch. I fucked her in the bed. I won't say sorry. That's the girl from the previous song that he's kind of like currently obsessed with. And look, when I say these things, it sounds like I'm talking about Yeat and specifically, obviously, because it's his album and all that shit. I don't mean this in his personal life. I have no idea what's going on with Yeat. These are all just characters in a story for me. And yes, I'm taking it from like a persona point of view, but still, even then, all of this, I'm treating it as just like a story. I don't know what the fuck. I don't pay attention to his life. I just follow his health. We covered that earlier. It's like the dad side of me. It's like, I hope Yeat's doing okay. Yeat, you taking care of yourself? Are you taking care? Okay, all right. You have fun with those bad bitches, but take care of yourself. Gotta leave you on read, because that's just better instead for all of us. It's better that way. If I leave you on read, you know what's coming. I know you feel it again. So it's like we're gonna break up, right? I'm gonna go down my fucking crazy rampage party scene again. You know what's happening. It's coming again. You come inside a dangerous house again. That's why, and this line too. That's why you turn around and come back again. Maybe maybe she, whoever she is, maybe she knows, maybe she's trying to prevent this, rampaging party animal from coming back to life. Maybe she was part of helping him kind of clean up, sober up. I don't know. Let's get it. And then it goes into part 2. I've been away. Maybe I should have stayed away. Give me that perk. I got to elevate. I levitate. I got shit to say. That part makes me feel like he's taking drugs to kind of suppress potentially like real feelings. Like I keep thinking about this girl. I'm trying to ignore her. I'm trying to screw this other girl, like get her out of my mind. Now I'm going to take some drugs to try and get her out of my mind. Like everything, I'm refusing to go back on what I say. I'm not going to apologize. It's just resistance to this girl. But at the same time, he can't stop thinking about her. But he's doing everything he can to try, right? And even so much as say, this is a dangerous house. Almost like putting up a warning sign. We keep it dangerous. We're going to keep it dangerous. Like I'm going to own the fact that I want to go and just rampage. But the fact remains, per the beginning of the song, all I think about. She is all I think about. Everywhere. All I think about. How come it's so easy? How come it's so easy? And again, like to think about her. It's a shock. Who are you? What the fuck is so different about you that I think about you all the time? Even when I'm with this other girl, even when I'm with all these hoes and stuff, even when I'm partying, all that kind of stuff. Let's keep going. There's an actual story here. This is track 11, No More Ghosts. Yeat, Kid Cudi, who I am familiar with. He's fantastic. Lucid and Joe Stanley are producing. Here is 11, No More Ghosts.
Yeah. I see everything you never did.
I see everything you never.
Yeah, I don't wanna see the evidence. I wanna feel it, yeah, wanna see it, but you never did. Yeah, you wanna stand, but you always sit. Yeah, so I'ma start calling you opposite. Yeah, and I'ma fucking leave you hollering.
I'm going to pause right here just because it's really hard to hear it. But the lyrics are, can't you see me crying? See me crying. That's what he said there.
I seen it all, I seen it all. I seen it come, I seen it go. I seen it rise, I seen it fall. Bitch, I'm the sun, I made it grow.
Oh, trippy.
Oh, I'ma put this bitch on silence. I'ma stand on it on silence.
Oh, there's Kid Cudi. There's Kid Cudi right there. Oh, that was great. That was great. Trippy.
Walking in hell and I'm tired of bleeding.
Wow, dude.
The darkest past, sit in my thoughts trying to find a meaning. Learning right from wrong on my path. Never sold my soul. Time to let it go.
Wow, dude. Yeah.
Saying no when my mind don't wanna go on. Done talking about these ghosts.
Done talking about these ghosts. Cool. Does it drop into track 12? No, it doesn't. I'm going to say something that's probably outrageous. I was thinking it a little earlier, and I'm thinking it again now. It's fucking ridiculous, but I just, every now and then I think, oh, this reminds me of The Wall by Pink Floyd. And I know if you're aware of that album, you're probably thinking, Bob, you are fucking high. You I mean, maybe I'm a little high. I'm not that high, but like, it's the emotional turmoil is what it is. It's this, and then it's that, and then it's this, and it's that, and it's just this constant. And really, when I zoom out and kind of say it out loud, instead of thinking the idea is ridiculous, it does feel like there are elements of I'm just building this wall, trying to find a way to block this fucking girl from my life. Get out of my life. I don't know what the hell is the deal. Why do I keep thinking about it? There is, and so no more ghosts is that. I mean, oh shit, dude, this is great. This is fantastic. Thank you, Yeat. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Yeah. Let's go through the lyrics a bit. I see everything you never did. I know the truth, baby. It's evident. I don't want to see the evidence. And that's fucking great. I want to feel it. I want to feel it. Well, actually, I might be misinterpreting that. Because he's saying, I see everything you never did. But then he also says, I don't want to see the evidence. And so it's like this willful blindness of trying to ignore the positives and inflate the negative, all the things you never did, as a like justification to say, no, fuck you. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Right? Maybe. I don't really understand this whole you want to stand, but you always sit. You want to stand, but you always sit. I don't really know what the fuck that means. So I'm going to start calling you opposite. I'm going to fuck you, leave you hollering. And then you get this bridge where the audio, the vocals are really, really hard to understand. But here's what is written down lyrically. I'm assuming it's true. I can't confirm that. Can't you see me crying? I seen. I don't want to see. I see. So again, you've got these ad libs. These ad libs play off of it's like they're different personas battling. So you got one section of lyrics that say I seen, and then the ad lib is saying I don't want to see. I don't want to talk, and it's like I wanna, and it's cut off. It's like I want to just fuck maybe. I don't know. I want to feel. But I've seen, even if I need to, and so there's this back and forth right there. I've seen it all. I've seen it come. I've seen it go. I've seen it rise. I've seen it fall. I'm the sun. I made it grow. I'm going to put this bitch on silence. I stand on it on silence. Like I just gonna ignore her. Ignore her. You want her to stand, walk beside us. You said it first. You said it bad. Then you said it was worse. And I don't really know what that entails specifically. You said it first. The first thing that goes through my mind is the three words that men always dread, right? Oh no, I love you. Oh, how terrible. A girl says that they love you. Oh shit, awful. It's just the worst. I don't think that's necessarily it though. You said it first. You said it bad. Then you said it worse. I feel like that refers more to her calling out his lifestyle, his behavior, what he's doing, whatever that is. Because really, you said it first, said it better, said it worse. You're the first one to call me out on it. You're the first one to detail it specifically what it is. And then you're the first one to really say, hey, it's getting worse. Here's this person who's trying to help, who's seen what's going on, trying to help. All the money I made, you told me it was cursed. But then he throws back, you never did when it was for you, right? All of a sudden, now I'm not spending money on you. You got a problem with the money, but when it was all on you, you didn't have a problem with it. So there's a counter argument there. Money go up, then money goes. First you love, and then the love goes. Open up, baby, then the wind blows. And then Kid Cudi comes with his just iconic, glorious vocals. Just his hums and his ahs. Oh, I could listen to a whole album of him just oohing and eyeing and Kid Cudi, just excellent voice for that. I'm gonna let it pass. Let it glide. Let it die. You want her to fly, go turn a blind eye. I'm just gonna ignore it. But what is this it? What is he ignoring? These feelings. He still has these fucking feelings, right? This goddamn bitch makes me care about her. God. I like Taylor Tomlinson. She does stand-up comedy. She's on a show now. I don't like the show because you can tell there's writers, and her comedy, the stuff that she writes, I think is pretty good. And she's got this bit about the differences between guys and girl, and a guy's always impressed when a girl makes them feel actual feelings. And she does this little impression. She's like, I don't know. I just fucking like her, dude. I don't know. Anyway, it's great. Anyway, let's go through the verse of Kid Cudi. pretty good verse, especially in the context of everything that we're dealing with here. It's just been so fun. Walking in hell and I'm tired of bleeding. The darkest past, sifting my thoughts, trying to find the meaning. Learning right from wrong in my path, never sold my soul. Mom always said to keep your head strong. Baby, the evils can be damaging. God, hey, hear me, please. Time to let it go. Used to feeling alone. That's key. That's a key breadcrumb right there. Used to feeling alone. Saying no in my mind, don't want to go home, done talking about these ghosts. So that to me, going home, talking about these ghosts, that's that girl, the first girl, whoever that is. And I'm assuming, you look at the cover of the album, these ghostly figures of Yeat and this girl dressed like a bride. That's that girl. But, there's a casket there too. That person's dead, gone, ghosts, right? But what's really fascinating is this line, right, this portion, used to feeling alone. Time to let it go, used to feeling alone. And so I think right there is the snag. I think we found why, what was it, the previous track, Dangerous House, where he's thinking about her all the time. How come it's so easy? Who are you? It's a shock. How come it's so easy? It's a shock. Like, why do I keep thinking about you? I think about you all the time. Why? And I think the reason why is because she might be the first person that makes him feel like he's not alone. Not actually alone. And that's something you hear from people who are, famous very often. It's very common. Yes, I'm surrounded by people. Everyone knows who I am, but I've never felt so alone because everyone just knows me from my fame, not me as a person. So that might be the snag there, that this girl, whoever she is, actually knows him as a person, doesn't know him as Yeat, doesn't treat him as Yeat, cares about him as a person, all that kind of stuff. And again, like I said earlier, I don't know if this is real, his personal life. I don't know anything about this. I'm just digging into the story here, of which there absolutely is one. Absolutely is one. Let's keep going. Having a grand old time today, this morning. Thanks to Yeat. Wonderful, wonderful Yeat. What a nice boy that Yeat is to give me lyrics to chew on. This is track 12. It's called Tonight. Lucid, Benny X are producing, dropping into 12 tonight.
I've been waiting at the fire. I've been waiting on your call. I've been waiting on it all. They don't wanna see the ball. I'm a ball hog, baby. No, you know that. I'm a child, baby. No, you know that. I'm a rich ass guy. Where your bands at? I'm a private flight guy. Where your live at? Bitch, turn.
Bitch, turn. Turn another page in the book. This was just kind of chilled out.
But tonight is fuck 'em all. I've been waiting at the fire.
Interesting. I like this one. I like this tempo change right here. Picks up a little bit.
They don't wanna see me ball. I'm a ball hog, baby. No, you know that. I'm a child, baby. No, you know that.
I'm a ball hog, baby.
Chase guy, where your bands at? I'm a private flight guy, where your live at?
I like this one. It's pretty chill. This one's pretty chill. Fun to listen to though. Just kind of like an easy Yeat song.
But tonight is fuck 'em all.
Tonight it's fuck 'em all. Huh. I love that. Wow. Oh wow. Drops right into 13 there. Okay. Key line right here. I'm the CEO. I'm the head of the firm. That's a persona. That is a very distinct persona. He's very much clearly, calling it out right there. Psycho CEO was something we heard off 2093. So that's this persona. For sure. There was turn another page in the book. Burn. So this history, I feel like. Let's click on this annotation, though. Maybe I'm fucking out of my mind. Let's see. Here's what the annotation says. Burning a page again reflects his habit of erasing the past instead of learning from it. This repetition from earlier in the album shows that his approach hasn't changed, even as the themes shift toward love. All right. So someone else is on the scent here too. We're on the trail, the same trail. I would say not so much. Well, actually, not so much about erasing the past instead of learning from it, but trying to burn. Specifically, it says burn, like just destroy this. I want to get rid of this connection that I have with this other person. I'm not that person. I'm the CEO. I'm this persona. I'm the head of the firm. I'm the one who created all this shit, who does all this shit. And so I feel like I get more of a hint of, it's a wrestling of just trying to figure out who he is as a person. But also it feels like just this desire to crush. I don't want to be this person who you fell in love with, who probably is real and doesn't want to party all the time and doesn't want to be with the bad bitches all the time and all that. Like, no. I don't want to be that. No. I'm going to really lean into this Yeat lifestyle, this dangerous life, and being here. I'm greedy. I'm selfish. I care about myself. I want the things that I want. All that kind of shit. It's just like I'm clinging to that, essentially. Treat you like nightlife, like bright lights, what time to shine. Pick out anything you want. This ain't nothing to me. I thought my top was 100 million. Made that shit this week. That'd be nice. Make 100 million in a week. That'd be cool. That'd be nice. And then the chorus is kind of interesting though. I've been waiting at the fire. I've been waiting on your call. I've been waiting on it all. They don't want to see me ball. I'm a ball hog. Maybe you know that. The waiting on the call part is peculiar because how many times have we heard, leaving the phone on silent? I'm going to stand on silence. I'm going to ignore this. I don't know. I'm a private flight guy. Where you live at? Back on the same shit. I know that I'll get you home quick, and I know they don't speak your language, but tonight it's fuck them all. And I think fuck them all kind of has a dual meaning of I'm going to fuck all the bad bitches, but also fuck all these people that I care about. No, I refuse to care about them. That's what it seems to be. And overall, the beat production stuff. One thing I noticed too, ever since I have like kind of confirmed to myself, okay, there's a story. Like I kind of don't give a fuck about the music anymore. I'm really just following the story. And that's another aspect where I feel like it's kind of like The Wall. Because The Wall, to me, Pink Floyd's The Wall is a peculiar album because there's not a lot of songs on there I want to just like listen to. There's the hits, of course. There's a couple like good songs. But overall, if you just go from song to song to song to song, it's kind of an odd album in the sound, the style, And this is kind of an odd album. So I feel they're not close parallels. They're distant. I got to put my hands, I don't know where the fuck. They're distant parallels. But there are some parallels that exist here. Anyway, let's keep going. This is 13, Geek Luv. We got Jasu, Johnny Wood, and 0 more. That's none more. That's plus. That's not one louder at all. That's the opposite of 11. 0 more. Producing. I say the stupidest shit sometimes. Here's track 13, Geek Luv.
Bitch, I'm way off on the deep end.
I'm way off on the deep
Bitch, I'm
end.
way off in the hook. The way you move just got me freaking on you. Bitch, go ahead, make a room.
I like this.
Hey.
I like this.
Fucking on bitch, no maybe. Hell got eyes, buckets, baby, so wavy. Baby, sucking me crazy. In the can't got my bitch is so lazy. This bitch take up my time, she gon' make me high. This got me crazy. Shawty in love with a player. Shawty on. Hershey in love with the bread.
Hershey in love with the bread.
Hershey in love with the lifestyle. Cause everything coming for free. She hate when I'm bringing no ice out. Cause them lights out shining on me. And the sex feel like a drug. Shawty know she in love. She know what she doing. She know what she doing. We know what we doing. Baby don't go play stubborn. The sex feel like a drug.
so too, man. It's kind of, it is just kind of the sound is capturing the feel. Very echoey. Almost makes it feel like out of body. Which makes sense. Got the perkies. I'm geeking. Yeah. I like Geek Luv. So Geek Luv is doing what Taller did not. There's elements here to listen to that are interesting. And it just drops right into the next one. Taller, you know, I compare those two specifically because Geek Luv has a slower tempo, and Taller had a slower tempo. But on Geek Luv, Yeat feels a little bit more fluid, a little bit more free, and there's more just sound elements occurring in the song. The production's a little bit more, just has more. So Taller, that's why Taller misses. But Geek Luv sounds good. Yeah. I like on the bridge, park that big truck, that Maybach big truck, but very echoey, very spacey. I got the perkies, I'm geeking, pull up. So, and the sound through there definitely gives it a feel of just fucking fucked up, right? Out of my body. Heard she in love with the bread. Heard she in love with the cheese. Cheese and bread. Never poop again. If you have cheese and bread. You know how I know I'm getting old? Because I think about things like dietary issues and how it affects my bowel movements. It's fun. A lot of fun. Having to actively think about that in life. Can I eat this much cheese? How hard do I want to push tomorrow? God, dude. Oh, fuck, man. I laugh because it's just very absurd. But such is life. Life is very absurd. I'm not going to punch through the lyrics too much on this one. This one's very straightforward. Very straightforward. And it comes right after Tonight. It comes right after No Ghosts, No More Ghosts. So we are in a space right now, story-wise, where we are fully rejecting, fully ignoring, drugged out, having sex. Sex feels like a drug. Like now we're in the medicate to not feel it phase right now. That's where we are. So this is very straightforward. Don't need to really tear into these lyrics at all. She hate when I'm bringing new eyes out because the lights all shining on me. It's like, God damn it. Yeat, fucking, I can't see. There's too many reflections. Like a goddamn disco ball. Let's keep going. I like the sound of that one. That was a good track. This is 14. It's called Naked. Rampa, Wondra, 30, and Malachi are producing. Here is 14. Naked. It's only 93 seconds long. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
I just like to see you naked. I don't like the games you playing. Yeah, I just like to see you take it. Different girls with different cities, a dangerous game I'm always playing. Naked, like to see you naked. Naked, and I'm back in the city, I just like to see you naked. I just like to see you naked. I don't like the games you playing.
Huh.
I like to see you naked. I just like to see you naked. I don't like the games you playing.
Okay. I want to accuse it of being a filler, but it's also so short. Like, what difference does it fucking make? But then I think to myself, and this is me just really getting too high on my horse about, an album that tells a story. And because once I get into that space, it's like, all right, let's really focus on that. But you don't have to, But it's like, there was one thing I saw. It was another clip from that interview that Yeat did recently, and he said he has like literally thousands of songs that he's sitting on, thousands. He just makes songs over and over and over again. And that's got to be hard from the selection process, right? For putting an album together. So it feels like this is just like different sound and different style and kind of cool and, you know, short. So just fucking throw it in there, you know? And in terms of like the content of the story or the song, the lyrics make sense on the placement for where it is in the album. But like, okay. I don't know. Yeah. I've never felt like I care so much and also don't need to care at all about a song that's 90 seconds, but here we are. And it's cool. But is it necessary? I don't know. But does it matter? Because it's so short. Like so it's just me like chasing my tail mentally right now. If I had a tail. If I had a tail, that's what the fly. Track 15 is next. Went Wrong. Yeat and 070 Shake. Don't know who that is. Producers are Lucid and Dave Hamlin. Dropping into 15. Went Wrong.
I'm in love. With what? With everything.
Fucking yeah.
Did we go wrong? Where did we? I knew it all along. We was waiting.
Good sound in this one.
Watch us fail. I gotta decide what I needed when I'm with her. I got a new girl every time on the road I'm in here. And I need to do it for myself.
I really like this like quasi guitar sound.
I tell you, get here. I turn this bad bitch to a fucking fillet.
To fill it.
Watch us fail.
How can I see sound and feel these noises? Next time you see me, I have more choices. Who came to my house and just destroyed it?
Who came to my house and just destroyed it?
Came inside and ripped up all your posters. And this summer was one of the coldest.
This is I like this song. I'm enjoying it. But I can see why so many people on Twitter were bitching about this fucking album. Wow. Trippy, man. Trippy. You know, that one, it kind of felt like we're almost in some like 808s and heartbreak space. Or, fuck, what am I thinking of? There's a song by Kanye. Anyway. Yeah. If you came into this album as a Yeat fan expecting, well, like Up to Me, yeah, good fucking luck. Good luck. This ain't for you. This ain't for you at all, at y'all. And I'm very torn because on one hand, you know, I can feel the frustration of expecting an artist who kind of came up in a certain lane and hoping that they put out something like that again. But, you know, as they kind of deviate and experiment and then kind of wander off, as a fan, you know, as an original fan, as they like to say, right? You almost feel like left behind or betrayed or whatever, right? But at the same time, artists are going to do what they're going to do, you know? And the thing I don't understand, though, is people want more of the same. But then they act like when a new album comes out that's different, that the old album stops existing for some reason or something. Like, if you love those old ones, great. Go listen to them. But, I mean, obviously, we want new stuff, too. I get that. But the old shit still exists. And so if that's what you love, fucking knock yourself out, man. Go spit it up. Go listen. I'm in love with everything. Where did we go wrong? Girl, I knew it all along. We was waiting to see where we went wrong, watch us fail like we didn't exist. And then the ad lib here is heartbeats all gone, heartbeat burned down. Now this is all annotated. Here's the annotation with +14. I don't even know what this shit is genuinely, but I feel them. Or genuinely about, but I feel them. Miss me with all this bullshit. You can miss me. I've been outside the city with bad bitches topping me. You think inside a frame. I live outside the picture. I got to decide what I needed when I'm with her. I got a new girl every time I'm on the road. I'm in here, and all I need to do it for myself. Why I've been here. All this money cuffing me until you get here with me. Do you feel it? Raining down on our buddies. Do you feel it? It was bad when we started to feel it. It was outside, hard in the skillet. Waiting to see where we went wrong. Shit. There's a part I feel like I missed that I wanted to focus on. Oh, here it is, right here. On the bridge. How can I see, sound, and feel these noises? Next time you see me, I have more choices. Who came to my house and just destroyed it? Remember there was a song, Dangerous House. Dangerous House. And the Dangerous House was him doubling down, essentially, right? Well, or was it? No, the doubling down came a little bit later. But the Dangerous House was like, I'm not in love, fuck you, go away, this is my life, this is, you can't come in here, you're just going to get ruined, it's too dangerous for you, that type of thing. But what happened? This person came to my house and just destroyed it. This dangerous house, this whole thing. Came inside, ripped up all your posters, and this summer was one of the coldest. Never get to see you in the morning. You didn't see it coming, so you're going. And I think what that means is you didn't see my falling in love with you, so you're leaving. But it fucking happened. It happened. I think I need a witness to see where we would miss. I need it for God to show me where. And this part was kind of, the delivery was odd, and the way it's written makes it a little bit more confusing here. It is not needed you to come back like this. And I need it for you to respect. I don't know. So this part, it's kind of confusing. Basically, more so how it's written. I think I need a witness. See where we would miss. But basically, he's finally kind of coming to terms with how he's feeling. And honestly, I like the vibe of the track. Kind of just a cool song. Let's keep going. This is called Real Life Shit. We dropped into it. Did I back it up? Yeah, okay. Producer is Sapier. I don't know how to pronounce it, but curious to see. We got what, 6 more songs? Yeah. Here's 16. Real Life Shit.
Every time I try to tell you stay, you take the exit. If I said that I was gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it. Those words I meant it. You act like you been through your NFC shit, you crazy demented. Like from this I look at me, you just a square, your angles bent in, right? 90 degrees. You should try me, please. I'm looking for a reason.
I'm looking for a reason to tweet.
I'm looking for a reason to tweet. Black and white, my dumb little bitch on colorblind. Yeah, went to Rosebud, bitch, I talk this time.
Not really into this one as much. I don't really know why. It almost sounds kind of muted a little bit. But yeah, this one, I'm not really like feeling this one too much. I like that very rich synthetic bass line, like band coming through. Wow.
I never try to do anything, bitch, I'ma let it play out. I live what I'm speaking this song, but it's something for you to find out.
Huh. Yeah, this one's fine, but I'm not really feeling it too much on this one. It's fine. I don't hate it. I don't know if I would skip it, but it's a jump. Yeah, see, that was a little louder. I don't know. It just feels a little muted. It just feels like it's missing some spices for some reason. So we kind of have a little bit of a break from the previous song, Went Wrong. And then we get into real life shit. Every time I try to tell you to stay, you take the exit. If I said that I was going to do it, I'm going to do it. Those words, I meant it. You act like you've been through it, you ain't seen shit. And that one's kind of an interesting line just because you listen to 2093, and I know I've just been referencing that one a lot, but that one has an actual like lyrical experience happening within it. I don't even... that album in terms of just all the personas and stuff like that was pretty intense. Some of the shit that he said on that album was pretty intense. So that line makes sense to me. You ain't even seen shit. Like, this ain't a struggle. You don't realize how much I've been struggling with certain things. You should try me, please. I'm looking for a reason to tweak. And that is kind of a cool line in the context of what we heard so far, just because, yeah, there's definitely this side of him that wants any excuse, any reason whatsoever to go fucking party, go rage. You listen to me, you're like a dog, you talk when I tell you to speak, talk right, fix your mouth, call the dentist out. We don't talk, we don't split. That's why we're ahead of y'all. Let's see. Black and white, yeah. New Ghost, not Phantom, sure. There was something else in here. It's not that hard. Trust me, your shit's old. It's rusty. This is what we got to read, right? My bad little bitch, she busty. She got big tits, got a big ass, and a nice face, and I like it. Let's click this annotation. Let's see. Oh, real shit. Okay, good. That's a much better annotation. Much better. I won't do that bake cake and shit, bitch. Got a ball and I spike it. Bitch, I'm going to do what I want. I might go run around. Take a little pussy boy, spin a little bitch. We're going to run you out. Do it right now. I want to do it right now. Run this town. I got to ask you now. I won't hold you down. I might let you drown. Why would you let you in if we wanted you out? Never tried to do anything. I'm going to let it play out. I live what I speak in this song, but it's time for you to find out. So that's all kind of curious to me right there, that section. And overall, I was fine with that one. I wasn't really wildly entertained by that one, but whatever. Let's go to 17, My Time. We've got Yeat and Swizz Beatz. Producers are Sapir and Steven Schaefer. Here is 17, My Time. Cool.
You know it's my time. Bitch, you're wasting. My time.
Did you say, bitch, you're wasting my time?
You know you love me and it's why you won't do it. And every time you think about it, go through it. You know it's my time. We was down in Italy for the week. How the fuck I brought a crib to a beach? You got the wind flowing by, you feel the breeze. And every time you think about me, remember this. My time and that's that you're fucking with. You know it's my time.
Very different. It's funny, every now and then I remember I'm listening to a Yeat album. I like the beat, I like the production on this one. I'm cool with this one. I'm cool with this one. My time. Bitch, you're wasting my time. Oh, fuck.
My jeans, comb parts, apply the crosses on my jeans, got cold hearts.
All my jeans got cold.
Cold into my time, my side. You know we got my time, I won't lie. I get you on the spotlight for one time tonight.
Yeah, this was kind of like a... I almost wonder if this is like their like hit that they're trying to put out. Because it definitely has that like summertime party vibe type of style. Yeah. I'm cool with that one. I feel like I could see that one being pushed as a single. My Time. Yeah. Yeah. And there's not a whole lot of like crazy shit as far as like with the fucking the bitches and all that kind of stuff, you know? This feels like it's March. Like maybe May you'll hear this kind of getting pushed as a single or something. Late April, or actually maybe just April in a couple weeks. You know you love me, and that's why you won't do it. And every time you're thinking about it, go through with it. That stands out to me. It's My Time. And I wonder too, like, if this is the aim of this song is to be a bit of a single, I wonder if there's going to be less specifics inside. But then you get into the verse. He was down in Italy for the week. How the fuck I brought her crib to the beach. Got the whip flowing by. You feel the breeze. Every time you think about me, remember this. My time. And that's something you're fucking with. You know it's my time. Back on the tweakers. I'm back on the creatures. I'm back on the drug. Couldn't get out my bleachers. I'm fucking out my mind. Feeling like a tweaker. So I wonder if the My Time really is one of the personas again. And I know I've kind of been leaning pretty heavy into that. I apologize if it's getting old. But I feel like that is a presence, these different personas. Especially if I'm back on the drugs. I'm back on I'm taking Molly every day with the shrooms for the meetup, you know. You act like zip on the side like I got you fucked off the readers. I'm acting deeper about my days. I left her on read like a reaper. So it does feel like we're in this persona again. Definitely the party persona. Every time I feel like this, I'm gonna feel some way. I'm back on the bends. I'm on a bad bend. Any bad bitch are calling me like every day. It's my time. I got your girl. She want to kiss and touch me. Was there anything specific? I thought there was something that caught my eye. No, I'm going big. I'm stabbing up her heart. Right there. That was it. Stabbing up her heart. So it's, again, this rampaging person, this party person, screw my feelings for you and all this other shit. Stabbing up her heart. Going in, because it's my life and my time. I know it's my life for me. For me. So definitely the self-serving persona again. I'm kind of really curious to see where all this goes. There's 4 more songs, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5 minutes. Next one's called Two Planes. We got Synthetic, 33 Empathy, Lucid, Bread, and Nuanalu, who that name I recognize. Synthetic, I think so too. I think. Uh-oh. I clicked a button and it went crazy. Let's drop into 18. It's called Two Planes. Here we go. 2-minute song.
I got this rep, this shit gon' see my fucking hand. I got so much, I gotta fly with 2 planes.
I got so much, I gotta fly with 2 planes. Oh, fuck.
I got the shit on stop. I got the house in the crib on the watch. I got the bitch on top. I got the motherfucking guap on top.
I like the sound on this. One plane filled with money, one plane filled with
money on the bed, money on the jet, money on the yacht, money on the top. I got all this gold, I got all this bread, I got all this thing, got the title things, got the fucking lanes, got the fucking snitches, got the fucking brains, I got everything. I got all this boy, I got all these bitches, I got all the money, I got everything. You don't understand, I got all the shit, everything I want, everything I need. Dancing when I want, doing what I want, talking when I want, doing what I want, calling to a show, doing when I do it. I don't fucking know, I don't fucking care. Every time I wanna fucking do it, I'm put up in the building and I know it's there.
I just flow through. I like this one. Two Planes. This is interesting. Does it drop in at 19? It does. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So here's the outro. If you couldn't really make it out because the audio is not clear. I guess you live your life so dangerously. The pills, the thrills, the cars, and ecstasy. But what is life if you can't live your dreams? A life of boredom ain't no life for me. I'm bleeding out. So a very interesting contrast there from the party animal, you know, that whole aspect that we've heard a lot of from this album. Because what's the other side of the coin saying? I'm bored. And this is something I found very fascinating. It was an interview with James Hetfield, Metallica. I think it was on some kind of monster documentary. But he was talking about, you know, being young and going on tour and party, and you think you're so wild and so crazy and all this other shit. But he said you get to a point where you realize it's repetitive, it's boring. You're just doing the same thing. There's no risk. You're getting drunk every night. You're waking up next to some girl. You don't know who she is. It's just, and then you get up and you go to the next town and you do it all over again. And it's just the same thing over and over. It's shallow, meaningless. Yeah, it's fun. They're having fun. But he realized like there was nothing there. It was just empty. And he got bored. He got bored. You know, there was nothing. He wasn't doing anything crazy because he wasn't risking. There was nothing to lose. And then he kind of relates that into, you know, he's got a family and all that other shit, and how there's just that's a scary life. There's actually real things that I care about in that. So that outro kind of playing onto that topic a bit. You live your life so dangerously, the pills, the thrills, the cars, and ecstasy. But what is life if you can't live your dreams? A life of boredom ain't no life for me. I'm bleeding out. So really kind of a fascinating little interjection there. Now, with this song, like the sound, I'm not going to really worry too much about all this. You know, I got the money and the yachts and the fucking, I got to have 2 planes, one to fill with money and one to fill with us. I love the sound of this song. Especially, I really like that it's just a 2-minute banger. Because he just goes on a tear through that verse. Yeat sounded great. Production sounded great. Just fucking, just punched right through it. But I love this little thing at the end. Because we've heard so much from this party side and this dangerous life and this Yeat persona, the show and the party and the girls and the drugs and the money, all that. But despite all of that, just like that girl who he can't stop thinking about, that one girl, even though we're going to ignore her, we're going to put her on read and silence the phone and screw all these other girls, just like he can't get rid of that. Also, there's still this thing. This one aspect of him is like, this kind of boring. I'm bleeding out, man. I want to do something different. And I mention that because here we are in an album that's pretty different. Pretty different. And that matters. And not everyone's going to be into this album. I get that. That's fine. It doesn't really matter to me. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm enjoying the album. I don't care if people like it or not. It doesn't matter. That's something else I think people should fucking figure out on the internet. You spend so much time getting upset about what other people think when it doesn't fucking matter. Just go listen to what you like. Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. Here he is. I'm bleeding out. I gotta do something. I'm assuming, you know, I'm kind of putting my own words in here. I gotta do something different. I want something different. I want something with meaning. And here we are in this album that's fucking different. It is different. So let's keep going. We got 3 more songs. This one's called Silk Face. We got Kade, I'm assuming it's Kade, the producer. Safari and Younger Next Life are producing. This song's 2.5 minutes. Dropping at 19, Silk Face. Just every song. I'm just kind of surprised at the direction.
I took a step away. I play a different game.
We're slowing it down, kids. Slowing it down.
For a different day. I seen the change and I seen what it takes. I seen the change and I'm still the same. I seen what it takes. There's no more I could take. And I seen it taking shape. We could say that for another day. We can put it on a page. I could watch you every day. I could go a different way. I could show you what it takes. I should do it till it breaks. I should never change. I should do it every day. I don't wanna brag, I don't wanna brag. I did money that you never fucking heard. See you by the way.
See you by the way, but you too.
Run it again, do that shit again, do that shit again. Run it again. Step away, play a different game, play a different game. I could watch you every day. I could go a different way. I could show you what it takes. I should do it till it breaks. I should never make a change. I should do it every day. Can't feel my head. I can't.
Wow. I don't know what to make of this song. It's confusing, and I think that's the point. I think it's supposed to be confusing. Yeah. So it's called Silk Face. So just kind of imagine, you know, you got a piece of silk on your face and you're doing this, right? And I imagine that's what he's trying to like replicate with the title there. I'm all fucked up. I can't feel my face. But this verse, I took a step away. I play a different game. Take a different game. Save it for a different day. I seen the change and I see what it takes. I seen the change. I'm still the same. Gotta help us know more I can take. I seen it take its shape. Save that for another day. We can put it on a baby. That line, I'm not sure what that one's about, but I should watch you every day. I could go a different way. I could show you what it takes. I should do it till it breaks. I should never make a change. I should do it every day. Can't feel my face. This feels like just swirling, spinning thoughts. This feels like confusion. Can do, should do, will do, won't do. Here's the verse. I do it every day, still feel the same. Wouldn't picture brain, it felt the same. This part, bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies, chopping her, give her leg room. I don't know what the fuck is that. I'm in her head. Told you if you do it, different diamonds. I'm in her head. I fuck it up, do it every time. I've been ahead of him. I don't really want to brag. I don't even want to brag no more. All this money that you never fucking had, seen you bite the way, but you're toothless, run it back again. It's an odd song. Kind of confusing, but I feel like that's the point of the song. Just swirling, swirling, swirling. What do I do? What do I do? I should do this. I should do that. I could do this. I could do that. But at the bottom of it all is I can't feel my face. So it's just all fucked up. Which makes sense, I suppose. You know, fucked up mentally, fucked up physiologically, you know, medicinally. Odd. Very odd. Let's keep going. I don't really know what to make of Silk Face. Yeah, not sure there. Not sure there. This is track 20, Back Home. Yeat and Joji is featured. Synthetic, Oren, Lucid, and Glero are producing. Here is 20, and it's called Back Home. Now, is that the dangerous home? Or is this home where the girl is? I don't know. Oh, wow. Wow. Whoa, man. I want to, you know, I've said a couple times, The Wall, right? There's a song towards the end. I want to go home, take off these dirty clothes and leave the show. And I forget the rest of the words. But towards the end of the album, that kind of happens too. And I'm not saying that he's copying or anything like that. I'm just saying there's been some interesting parallels between this album and The Wall by Pink Floyd. Let me back it up just a little bit.
Life ain't fair, that ain't my fight. Head in my fight is there, my diamond too bright.
I love how Yeat sounds to
Let's
here.
go, cause I'm feeling so free. Let's roll, take a drive on the street. Let's go, I'm the sun you will see. I'm a hoe, but I don't want you to see it. I know that you want it, you need it. I poke and I pry till you bleeding. I know, I wanna go back.
Haha, I like this song. Really cool song. I like this song. I like this song.
Sometimes it's too hard to stay, and I just gotta go home. My love is set in stone today, and I don't wanna be parting ways, but I know I'ma be gone, okay? I just wanna go home. Through the storm, I don't wanna wait. Please don't you let me run away.
Cool, man. Cool. Cool fucking ride. Cool fucking ride. Let's go through the verse here. Yeah, okay. Because it's really just the one verse and then Joji's part. Late night, going statewide, want a bad bitch, one that I can find. I can bring you in, lead you inside, or I can leave you there, leave you outside. I don't really care. It's not my time. It's not my time. Now, I could be reading a lot into that. But there's been some previous songs on this album where there's a lot of emphasis. It's my time. It's my, or actually 17. Track 17 was called "That's My Time," and it felt like that was the party persona, right? And so I feel like that means something when he says it's not my time. I feel like that relates to persona, but I can't really sort it out right now in my head. Why you always scared? Need a nightlight. Life ain't fair. That ain't my fight. It ain't my fault to stare, my diamond too bright. You said it, not me. Let's go, because I'm feeling so free. Let's roll. Take a drive on the street. Let's grow. I'm the sun, you a seed. I'm a hoe, but I don't want you to see it. I know that you want it, you need it. I poke and I prod till you bleed it. I want to go back home. I want to go back home. And then this outro. I just want to go home. Sometimes it's too hard to stay, and I just got to go home. My love is set in stone today. I don't want to be parting ways. I don't want to be gone. I just want to go home. Girl, I'm up my own. And if that's my home, then I got to come back. Then waiting on me means nothing at all. The words that I leave. Through the storm, I don't want to wait. Please don't let me run away. So I feel like going home is back to her. That's home. And what did I say earlier? Went wrong, I think. Maybe. I think that was it. You know, there was, and what was the other one? Jesus. I don't remember. There's been a lot of, surprisingly, there's been a lot of lyrics that I've gotten over on this album. But, yeah, I said something about how we figured out the hook, because this is the girl that actually cares about him. Somebody knows him as a person, right? And so there's like a kind of a bit of a base there, a foundation. And then that's kind of home, right? Somewhere where you can be you. That's what home is supposed to be. I know people have different homes and, you know, different family dynamics and stuff like that, but that's something I care about very much in my home, is that we, all three of us, get to come home and you're home and you can just be you and you're cared about and you're safe and no one's here to judge you or yell at you or be upset with you. Just, you're here. You're home. Just be. That's what home is to me. And I feel like that's kind of what this is too. Like, I don't want to be Yeat no more. And I'm not saying forever. I'm not trying to say that Yeat is saying here that he's done. But it's like, kind of fucking tired of just all these bitches and on the road and tours and, you know, I mean, I'm kind of adding my own shit. I don't think he specifically said that, but I just want to go home. Can I just be with you? Can I just be with you and be me, and let's go, because I'm feeling so free. Let's roll and take a drive. Let's go. You know, let's just go. Let's just go. I feel like that's what's happening here. I want to go home. Take off these dirty clothes and leave the show. Have I been guilty all this time? Final track. Now, what's interesting is on here, if you can't see it, but there's a track 22, Love It, but I don't have that on here on the Spotify. So potentially missing a song here. But here's the final track that I have available to me. It's called Up From Here. It is track 21. We got Lucid and Cole, yours truly, producing. Final song on Dangerous Life. Drop it in. Up From Here.
I just hit rock bottom. It's only up from here. Yeah. I just hit rock bottom. It's only up from here. I just hit rock bottom.
Oh, wow.
It's only up from here. I just hit rock bottom. It's only up from here.
I was at rock bottom. Yeah. So now I went up and watch you go down with them. Watch you go up in flames, turn another page burning. I don't got nothing to say to you, so I just switch the bitch, I turn it. Ooh, baby, I'm a stylist, paint your picture. I was on the crash out island for a while, I missed you. I just had Portofinos on the yacht. I done had margaritas on the dock. Always got bad bitches calling up. I tying them up like the shit was a knife. Was at the bottom, now we at the top. I ran out of time, I bought myself a club. Every time I got money, I put it all back in the business. I watch it go up, never
Love the
stop.
flow through there. Love that flow. Like this is like
I'm in the
iconic
point of my life,
flow.
and I'm thinking I need me a wife. I'm the number one stylist, baby. Yeah, your whole life I design. I had to cut up a whole lot of people to go out and take me was mine. I'm the only one out of my generation changing music this time. So I got a lot on that line. There was a whole lot of times I thought I was wasting my time. I wasn't the mood out of state of New York. I can't even dream on my mind.
That's crazy.
I was geeked out my body for years. It was hard to reach family at times.
I just hit rock bottom.
Good outro. I like that we just get a good long stretch of sitting with it at the end. Although it sounds like it's going backwards right here. Ha. Let's go through this verse. Let's go through the second. Well, let's go through both. I was at rock bottom. So now I went up and watch it go down with them. Watch it go up in flames. Turn another page, burning. I don't got nothing to say to you, so I just switch the bitch. I turn it. I'm a stylist, paint your picture. I was on a crash out island for a while. I missed you. I put all the feelings to the side inside a picture, and I poured it up inside my cup and drank it. That's the mixture. So he was hung up on a girl for a bit. I missed you. And it kind of makes the cover make more sense. Really kind of thinking about that. Go to verse 2. I'm at the point in my life, I'm thinking I need a wife. I'm the number one stylist, baby. Your whole life of design. I had to cut off a whole lot of people to go out and tell me what's mine. I'm the only one out of my generation changing music this time, so I got a lot on the line. It was a whole lot of times I thought I was wasting my time. I went and moved out to state of New York with $5K and a dream on my mind. So here's the annotation. Yeat opens up more about his moving to New York from Portland right after graduating high school. In his interview with Zach Lowe, he explains his dream as doing the thing I love and having a roof on top of my head and compares to what he has today. He first revealed moving to New York to pursue music in his interview with Our Generation Music back in 2021. Moved to New York with $5K and a dream. That's kind of wild right there. I was geeked out my body for years. It was hard to reach my family at times. All the drugs, they still fuck with my body. They definitely still fuck with my mind. But now I'm going to put it aside and go ahead and skip the whole line. Bitch, I'm the purpose general. I provide you with purpose in life. I was down at the rock bottom. Now I'm going up to the light. I want to talk to that more, but at the same time, I don't want to say what he means. Because the first song is Purpose General. But I think really, we'll just keep it in a very general sense. You know, he's finally found some purpose. And that's very different from partying. And look, I know I harp on that a bit. There's nothing wrong going out and partying and having fun. Have a great time. Have fun. But that's not really a purpose. That's just something to do. Right? You're having fun. It seems like he is definitely, you know, and I think about the moving to New York with the 5K thing and a dream and all that shit. And it's almost, fuck, I got to say one thing at a time. All kinds of thoughts are shooting in. So there's this concept with like plateaus when it comes to learning stuff. Like you start learning stuff and you're getting good, and then you kind of get to a point where maybe you kind of plateau for a while, but then you have a breakthrough and then you learn again, and then you kind of plateau again, and then you have another breakthrough. Sometimes learning is like that. I wonder if that's what he's going through, like just in his career. You know, like I'm starting from the fucking bottom. I got $5,000 in a dream, and then I make it cool and I blow up. Awesome, great, have a great time. But then as you kind of experience that for a while, you realize you're just, okay, you've made it to a certain level. And then let's just assume, kind of for the sake of argument, you know, let's say, okay, I've made it. I've got money. I got girls. I got drugs. Oh shit, I got too much drugs. Let's try and ascend to another level and kind of get control of this drugs thing. Okay, I did that. And now it's like, okay, maybe I believe in myself. I'm a little bit more clear-headed because I don't have all the drugs. I had to cut people off so I could figure out what the fuck I want to do with my own music, my own life, you know, the direction I want to go. Now what I want to do. And I think that's what this is. So this is a great closer because it kind of takes everything and ties it up pretty well. You know, I mentioned earlier how there was an interview, right, where he's, or maybe it was just something he tweeted, or I don't remember. But Yeat was, I call him tweet. Yeat said, you know, this is my best album. I'm not going to say this is Yeat's best album in terms of like enjoyment or anything like that. But I will say listening to it and going through it and piecing it together and really giving it time, I understand how he feels that way. And there's going to, the people who just want more of the same, they're going to fucking whine about this album. They're going to cry and and bitch and complain online for years to come, probably, because that's how much is happening in their life. They have plenty of time to complain about somebody else's music. I can see why he cares about this one, because there's a lot of shit happening. Now, musically, it's going to be interesting listening to it again. This first listen is very disjointed, obviously, because I'm stopping a lot, and I'm talking a lot, and I'm processing and stuff. Musically, it is kind of all over the place, especially how it starts out. Like, I remember being very surprised, and this is almost 3 hours ago now. The opening track, like, whoa, what is this? Face the Flame, I enjoy. Lose Control with the Elton John sample. What the fuck is this? And then it drops into Griddle. I would say Griddle, which has got a great fucking sound. But then we snap out into What I Want. And then you drop into Live Like Dis. Like, it starts out kind of all fucking over the place. All over the place. So I'm like, no check mark, no check, no check, no. And then I get 6 in a row. My Way, Let King Tonka Talk, Dangerous House, No More Ghosts Tonight, Geek Luv. Good solid run for me right there. On first listen. Naked was kind of an oddball song. Went Wrong, I remember enjoying. My Time was like a radio single, felt like, you know. So it's, musically, it really is all over the place. And if you are a Rage fan and you are hoping for a good Yeat Rage album, this is not it. No, it is not, friends. Very sorry to say. Well, I'm not sorry to say. But if you're not enjoying this because it isn't what you want, you need to realize this isn't for you. Album is not for hardcore Rage fans at all. So recognize that first. And if you want to continue complaining about it, that's fine. But you might as well complain about, you know, how come none of these baseball players are tackling each other? I wanted to watch football. You're watching the wrong fucking game. This album is not Rage. It's not. And it's fine, you know. But it will, of course, bring up the point of, you know, what are artists supposed to do? You know, the certain fan base is what brought them up because they were making that music and we were there in your early days. I get that. But again, I'll reference 2093 again. He says in there's one song, you know, I can't even listen to that music anymore. I can't even stand it. Whatever experience he had in the past, in the early days with all the drugs and all that shit, it fucked him up. He says it here. You know, the drugs fucked up his body. He'd still fucked up his mind. It fucked him up. He's not into that anymore. He's like moved on. So it's important to, whether you agree with it or not, or you like it or not, it's important to acknowledge Yeat has moved on. So that lifestyle, even though it's in here still, and it probably still flares up. I'm sure he still fucking parties. I'm not acting like, you know, he's going home after the show at, you know, 8 o'clock and he's going to sit down and read a nice book to round out the evening. No, I'm sure he still parties and shit. But whatever was going on earlier in his career, it sounded like it was pretty fucking constant and it was detrimental at best to describe how it was affecting him. And it's just kind of, for me, it's kind of cool to see an artist grow. You know, I haven't heard his early stuff. Up to Me is the most oldest Yeat album I've heard. I jumped in, you know, I started doing reactions and shit. Then, you know, hearing him, I don't remember the fucking name of the album, the first one. The one with the X-ray and he's got the Tonka chain on. So I've heard his more recent stuff. I like where he's going. I hesitate to say that just because there are going to be a lot of people who don't like where this is going. They're not going to like it. It was kind of fun to me to just get every now and then this The Wall vibe. And that emotional struggle, this tear between this person and this person. And I know in the reaction, I mentioned a lot of the personas, of which I think there are a lot of personas in this. But I think they kind of distill into two camps. There's the person and there's the artist that is Yeat. And so a couple personas exist here. A couple more probably exist over here because that's more of like a lifestyle and, you know, livelihood and all that other stuff. But there's still a person there, and it's really kind of fascinating to just see a guy who exists in this genre more or less open up on an album and touch on some things. And I'm looking at the cover right now, and it's just, you know, there's probably some truth to that. This idea of that person is dead. That person. And it's not a dead as in I can't feel the way that person feels or anything. But basically, you think about all of the different branches that life can go down based on of the decisions that you make. And I feel like this is an album with a person who is kind of coming to terms with the idea of I've made a certain number of decisions that have led me to a point where I can't now go back and have that. The potential that did exist with this one person, and maybe we have a meaningful relationship, and maybe we get married, that is now gone. That's officially gone. I can't have that. It's dead. And I think that's the cover. The cover captures that. I mean, it's pretty fucking obvious, all right, on the cover. I'm not trying to sound like I'm some wildly intellectual person for figuring that out. But that's what the album is really exploring. I feel like he's just coming to terms with the fact that, you know, and especially too, is when you're young, and if you got a lot of money and you got a lot of access because you're famous and you can kind of do whatever I want. And that was something that was early in the album. I'm going to do what I want, whatever I want. Until you get to a point in life where you realize, no, I can't do whatever I want. Even with all this money, all this fame, connections, access, I can't do that. I can no longer be that guy who potentially married that girl and had a meaningful relationship with that person. Now, that doesn't mean he can never have a meaningful relationship, but that's what this album is. That's what it's exploring. That's what it's processing. Pretty fucking cool, I think. And I'm sure the people who just want rage all the time, they're gonna be pissed off. But there's some fucking bangers on this album, man. There's some bangers. I really liked Griddle. Really liked that one. What was the 2-minute one that was like fucking... Oh, Two Planes. Two Planes was good too. And then there was Geek Luv, I remember liking quite a bit. I've got a lot of hearts. It's not all hearts top to bottom, but I've probably got a good 15 songs on here that I'm cool with on this album. And I just like that there's more to it than just shit we've heard before. Huh. You did it. You fucking did it, man. Well, I shouldn't say you did it because, again, you're supposed to make this. You're supposed to make it sound like this. But in terms of like experimental trap, I would say this is a success. This is it, the goal is achieved here, in my opinion, on first listen. Good shit. Cool. I'm impressed. Honestly, I'm a little impressed. I'm not sitting here saying I'm blown away. It's the best thing I've ever heard. No. But it just makes me happy to see somebody fucking trying something different. Because it's funny how people get upset when it's not more of the same. But then you hear conversations, and this was, I said earlier, I was having a conversation with a guy at work, and we were both saying the same. So fucking, I'm kind of just bored with trap. Yeah, it sounds cool, but it all sounds the same. It just sounds the fucking same. And it doesn't mean it's like bad music. It's good music. It's cool production, all this shit. But it's like nobody's doing anything different, So I applaud Yeat for trying, even though he's gonna catch hell for it. Gonna fucking catch hell for it. All right, y'all. Take care. That was fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you soon.